Hello, you lovely, wonderful people. Hope you are all doing fantastic today. We are playing some Genshin Impact today. I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't played in months. This is literally my first time booting up the game. I don't even know where I am right now. I guess I was doing shrines last time I played. I have no idea where I am. So we're just going to be kind of aimlessly wandering. We have a lot of little notifications around, I'm noticing. And I don't know what I even have to do to get to a lot of those. Let's go here. I think that's events. Right?
It's time to move on.
So what's going on here? Wondrous Reverie. BP period? Oh, this is the battle pass. Okay.
We shouldn't...
Okay. I don't know what's going on here.
Here.
It has been so long since I played. What's going on up here? What's this? What do all these buttons do? We know what... Ooh, I actually really want that guy. How long is he in here for? Where does it say? 10 days. Alright, we have 10 days to grind enough Primo Gems to try to unlock that fella. He is cool. I love his design. I think he is the ice dude who punches shit. Alright, cool. We're coming back to some cool new characters. Let's see. Nothing else I'm too interested in
I do
there.
hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
Why is there stuff here? Extract to obtain sanctifying elixir. I don't know what that means. I don't want to mess anything up. It has been very, very long since I played. I do not know at all what is going on. So let's do some questing, I guess. We can head to the main quest. Wherever quests right here. And this is completed. The quest continues, so I suppose Lost in Prosperity would be where we are at. Oh look, and we got a little teleport point right here. And it looks like I haven't unlocked any of the other teleport points. Alright. We're trying to figure out where past Noah was the last time he played this. Also, what do you guys think of the color change on my avatar there? How I tried to make the hair and tail fade into different colors. You like that, or should I go back to just being red? Let me know. I'd love to know. I'm just still experimenting with how I draw my avatar.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
Looks like we should kill them all.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
They're called Ein El
Liberation
Akhmar.
Front.
Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ein El Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
There's a lot of
And the only
talking.
thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
I'm gonna take a little nap. You guys wake me up when
Did you
the
hear that?
cutscene's over.
A niche field of research? And shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Whatever was stolen from academia was also related to knowledge. You see, what I like more is very suspicious indeed.
So, what's your plan?
Let's go to Jafar Tavern.
Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind?
Oh, well, the mob easy if it turns out to be a scam. I'm not giving them any of my mora.
Alright.
I'm gonna threaten them by blade
I
point.
never thought you'd agree to parting with that kind of mora. But if you know what you're doing,
Wait, what did I
then
just
we
agree
should
to?
give it a shot.
I thought I was gonna shake them down. I don't want to give them any of my money. I don't even have that much money. Where's my money? Oh. Okay. Inventory. I do not know how to tell how much more I have. A lot of more where that came from. Well, you know what? Let's go to the shop real quick, because there are monthly things we can buy, right? Paimon's bargains. Yeah! There we go. Oh, I can't afford those. There we go. Can't afford those. That's nice. I guess I can't afford some of these. I have a few primo gems. Hooray! How many wishes do I have right now? Let's go find out. So wish make it so attached. Will you live a pompous life? 13. Alright, what do we need? Like 100 to get a guaranteed pull? And with my luck, we're going to have to do that. So let's save up for now. To the tavern we go. I like how fast she is. I don't know where I'm going right now, if I can be entirely honest. I'm quite lost. Going for a shortcut wheel and something about a reunion? What's going on? Oh! Well, look at that. Maybe we should be doing this instead. How do I... Oh, it's only 10 though. That's kind of lame. What about this? Oh, this doesn't even have a primo gem reward. See, 10. Oh, that gives 50. That gives. Oh, I don't want to ascend yet. That gives 50 though. That's pretty good. Strange jade plate in the ruins may hold more clues. It also holds 50. He has a strange tooth to Orban. He says that this can be used to forge a weapon, but he also notes that you will need to collect 3 such teeth, 50 star silver ore, and 1 northern polearm billet to do so. Or billet, maybe? I don't know. I ain't a languager. Limestone pillars stand stoic near Guiju Slope. They seem to hide a certain secret. Oh, we can do the test run of the characters. That'll be fun. For some reason, I saw this and I was like, is that just the main character? Why can't we test the main character? They look the same to me. Okay, I'm face blind. Alright, let's test him. We want to try him out. Alright, how do we attack again? Alright. Seems pretty straightforward.
It's my lucky day.
Looks like his ability is a dash in that we can follow up.
This could get a little chilly.
Alright, not bad. Actually does seem very much like my fighting style.
Not bad. Run away now.
Although, what the hell am I fighting? I've never seen this enemy type before. How out of the loop am I? Hello there.
Let's begin. Stay cool and face your guilt.
Stay cool.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Yay.
A moment, please.
Let's get rid of that. Back in. I cannot remember. Is there not a way to lock on in this game? Well, hello. Oh. Let's see. Get here.
Everybody stand!
We got a good old Benny circle.
Let's begin. Have a safe trip.
Die. Challenge completed. Alright. That should get us some primo gems. This is some real primo shit here. I'm just saying. On your adventure, you'll encounter people who seem to be in dire need of help. Talk to these people, and they'll often have something for you to assist with. Alrighty. We can claim those. Lovely. Now I suppose we'll try her just to get the primo gems. I have a friend who loves this character. I, however, am indifferent. I like how we get the little bubble under us. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I do like that. Never mind. I like the character. I've changed my mind.
Shower me with praise.
Oh, we're fighting with little water dolls. Look at them. They're so cute. Okay, this is a good character. I take back what I said. It is pretty adorable. Get him, team.
How dare you?
Who are you?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Time to shine. Strike a pose.
We're gonna use the Benny circle to heal ourselves. She's not entirely my playstyle, though, if I can be honest. Though her animations are adorable. I love summoning the little water puppets.
Let the world collide! How brilliant! Ah.
Hello there. Who and what are you? Oh, the same thing from the last fight.
I'm going in!
You're back. There we go. We're gonna boy.
Let my name echo in song! Stop that!
Stop that. There we go. Attack my minions. Challenge completed. New challenge complete. Yay! Now we get free Primo Gems. I miss the events that would give you like hundreds and hundreds. Like that Dance Dance Revolution one. That was a pretty fun one. We got so many Primo Gems out of that. Can they just bring that back? That Wind Tracer game, super fun. I'll just keep looking at events. Claim those. Thank you very much. None of those give Primo, so we don't care. Complete bedtime story to unlock. Alrighty then. Oh, that's the abyss. I was like, why does that give so many gems? Alright. Because I have to not be complete garbage with the game to do that. Which I inherently am complete garbage. Oh hum.
Wow!
I think that's all we're gonna get out of there, so we can continue our main quest. Where is that? Where is it leading us? Oh, just right here.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's
Nice,
find a seat
Paimon.
somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
I hate Paimon with a burning passion, if I can be honest. I would not even keep around as emergency
Please take a
food.
seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
What are they talking about?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Paimon, I hate you so much. Please stop existing. Oh. Hello, Tariq.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a traveler. I'm a student from the academia.
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm mostly here looking for hookers and blow, but thought I could make a new friend while I'm here, so we're chatting.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Hand him 500. No, hand him 50 more.
Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
Oh! Sorry! He must have grabbed the wrong amount! Hey, what do you think you're doing?
No, no. How do I get out of this? Why is there no back down? I don't have them. I'm not giving him that much fucking money. Are you insane?
Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago.
I better get
no
that
other-
back.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there.
Did the game just robbed me?
Well, what are you waiting for?
I just have one more question.
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you
I'm
can
gonna kill
see,
him.
members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me.
No, low down
But the
bitch.
story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will
I
suffer
wouldn't call him
retribution
that.
together. If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
Deshret is returning. Can I meet him?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Well, first off, fuck you.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
Can you get
Listen
my
to me.
Mora back?
That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the Mora you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Do I get my Mora back?
The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Still just want my
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
It sounds like an ambush. Why don't you just fight right now?
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Oh my god. This is my new best friend. He's like so handsome and charming. Like, hey, what are you doing later?
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd.
Don't talk to my
They haven't
bestie
even
like
paid
that.
for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
You tell him, bestie.
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back,
Come on, shut up.
plus, he seems to know.
Shut up. Your voice grates my eardrums. Why, where'd Bestie go? What's he up to? He got us our money back. I love him. We're adding new viewers to the channel. The only thing I care about in life is money.
What do you want?
Thank you for your help back there.
No
You're
need
so
for thanks.
charming and tall.
My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
No, I'm no one. I'm just your future husband or like whatever. Like what does it matter? Hey, who are you?
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Perhaps we can also talk terms. Oh no, we're doing this one. I know a thing or two about swordplay, if you catch my drift. Wink.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck. We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was? Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too.
You know almost everything there is to know. But you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
He has beautiful eyelashes.
Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this
going on a
world who
while,
are
huh?
dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard that the academia lost something recently.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
What do I have to do?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Point out one person to me. Oh, I guess there's some folks over there. Alright, let's go.
Bring it!
I'm glad we went 5 feet this way. Makes it all better.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost,
There's someone
then
right
you must help
there
me with
behind
something.
us.
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
Oh my
Unlike
god,
the
we're finding
peddlers who
Dory.
hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against people from the academia because most of her wares don't comply with academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
I can use it.
Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue. Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to
try inspecting them with elemental sight.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
The one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge.
It just gives us free money.
Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it.
Ooh. I love him.
Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Finding Dory. That
Okay,
is the option.
then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Oh, didn't mean to jump over them. How do I dog Latish? How are you?
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
I'm gonna buy some raw hara fruits. I'm gonna buy some unripe hara fruits.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Hooray!
Ronak.
Paper?
These two want to buy unripe hara
I've been
fruits.
paying zero attention. I
Show them
text
to
during
the
every
warehouse.
cutscene.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
I guess I picked the right option somehow. We
You
did it.
two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Like how we have a little pet
That
dragon.
quiz sure was scary.
Can I replace Pine Bottles my dragon?
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
There we go.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things.
I know,
Please
the trust
forgive me,
level is
but
low.
we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Congratulations to you. Sorry to hear that.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they
Oh, God
sold
damn it.
out.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that...
Alright. Where is this paper? Inventory. I'm guessing it would be a quest item. Hmm. What would it be? Informant code chart. There we go. Looking to buy unripe hard fruits. Ask them to take you to Dory. Wear a morning flower. Looking to buy canned knowledge. Wear a Sumeru rose. Looking to buy products legally available on the market. Mouse is a customer. Alright. Rishbalin tiger. Matra. Taken by mice. Sold to customers. Taken by Rishbalin tiger. Confiscated by Matra. Okay, back in Sumeru City style. To purchase a small amount, back in Port Ormo style. Purchase in bulk, complementing a customer skill corresponds to horror fruit that causes dizziness and ringing in the ears. Complementing a customer of erudition corresponds to horror fruit that causes heat stroke. Alright. Let's play our dumb game
Before
again.
I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Congratulations.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it.
That's not it?
The
God
paper
damn it.
said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Ugh,
God damn it.
eating something that causes heat stroke sounds...
I'm sorry, but it...
Oh, the trust decreased all the way? Okay, let's try it again.
Before I retrieve your product, please forgive me.
I thought we
but
wanted to sound
may not
fancy
have
and noble.
sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Alright, congratulations to you.
Thanks.
We'll just
Better-
brute force
you
it. I
look
don't know
like
what
you
the hell
have
I'm
some
doing.
skill. Why don't I pick out
Ain't
some
know how to
fruits
talk
that'll
like
make
fancy
you
folk. I'm a
dizzy?
fucking bumpkin.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
I want to be a big spender, so Ormos.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
I thought it was the whatever tigers.
The matcha? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Alrighty. I guess he is above us.
He ran that way.
Bring it!
Alrighty then.
Look, he's over there.
He sure can run. Alright, look, it's a teleport point we don't have yet. Beep boop. Hey, we get a little bit of primo gems every time we touch one. I forgot about that. Maybe we should run around and collecting teleport points. What is this reunion? Okay.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbalan tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that... Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Dory is a child? With sleazy producer glasses?
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier. Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
What's wrong with ladyboy hookers and blow?
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but
Sumeru's finest.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business. We don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Can you show us your products?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Alright, magical vision.
Of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this. What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora. Yeesh.
I don't want to speak Hilichurl on good, thanks.
Topic. Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation. Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful. 2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts. Whoa! That's a lot of Mora! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom. Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
Magic elemental supervision go. It worked. Alright, so 3 of them seem decent. As well as this one.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
You pick and choose a variety of canned knowledge.
Please and thank you. My, oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora. Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole 1,000,000!
Well, up to 1 million. Don't let her trick you into spending more.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million Mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal?
But we don't need
Think
it.
about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so, aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
I think you're the one who's curious.
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here. Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted.
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a
Paimon,
bad
stop
feeling
talking.
about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Alright, I'll have a look.
So, what did you see?
They all seem to be equally bright.
So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8.
I want the spices
Not sure
one.
we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
No, I want the spices one. Fuck you, Paimon. God damn it.
Dory, we'll take this one.
Why don't I get to make any of my own decisions?
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Is this an elevator? It is. Magnificent. Oh. Oopsies. Well, hey, you handsome beast. We got you everything you need.
Ha, you two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcha won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
I haven't played this game in a long time, and I don't remember our reasons for any of this, if I can be entirely honest. Not a secret or anything.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track.
Thanks for the
A
recap,
short
Paimon.
while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or how to find your sister?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too.
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
And that's exactly what I want. Thank
Okay.
you.
Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Sounds good, buddy. Meet you there. Alrighty, we're moving the plot forward. We are an hour in and have not fought anything yet. This has been a lot of dialogue so far. I oddly remember Genshin, in fact, having more fights. Can we go battle the Abyss Order, please? There's Artaglia somewhere, looking for a fight. Oh, that didn't last very long. Oops.
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
Shut up,
If you want to
Grandma.
determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything. Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the Matra for this capsule?
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, Most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Alrighty. Now Halem lifts his chin and looks into the distance, seemingly waiting for you to provide battle data. What am I supposed to be battling? Alright.
Retribution!
They're all dead.
Barbados, guide us.
Why am I not getting it? And that was it? How will that provide anything?
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule.
Sorry, I had a sneeze.
Hold it in your
How are you
hand.
doing today?
I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Okay. Open your inventory, use the can knowledge. I'm assuming that's a ghost item. Third, work was kinda killer. That would be me. And I'd be okay, also very tired. I slept all goddamn day. As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting one moment, and then in the next they disappeared into the recesses of my memory.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Hungry? What was inside the knowledge capsule became part of my memory.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Alright, I guess. I don't have my ultimate ability available right now, so I'm actually fighting worse.
Shouldn't let your guard down. No touch.
And there we go. I'm back.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Oh, Hatham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Wait, how much?
That's basically 0.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Ikela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Haven't played Genshin in years. What's the tiny flying thing? That's just a little pet dragon that I can turn on and off in my inventory. One of these will here happen. I don't actually know which inventory slot it's in. Here it is. Firstborn Fire Sprite. It's just a little aesthetic thing. Alright, wait until 2 days from now. What? What kind of quest is this? Alright, how do we wait? There should be, yeah, this. A little past 1 day. Is this the exciting, riveting gameplay you were waiting for?
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Alright, let's use our roller skates. A little speed boost. I'm sad if you're not in the fire area, they wear off so fast. Oh well. Dory. We are finding Dory again. Yes, exactly what I remember of Genshin. Yeah. It is very, very story heavy. Which is not how I remember it, but I suppose. I guess I didn't feel like adding new bosses. Who knows?
Color.
Here, over here! Oh, welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious.
I hate her voice so much.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el Ahmar.
Ain el Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el Ahmar.
Maybe we gotta slaughter our way through. Let's kill everyone in our way. Huzzah! This is a little slow. Making my way downtown. What up?
Oh, hey, Thumb! We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
It's in the hands of Ain al-Ahmar, the very group that we're about to face. I like how the game gives you two dialogue options, but one's just a continuation of the other each time. So like they're both the same dialogue option.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain al-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp.
We'll be there. Sorry, I was absolutely not looking at the game.
See you then.
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
Alrighty. Come on, Ross. Everybody, let's go. Do I have anyone who can walk on water? I don't think so. Like, casually walk on water. I know I can freeze it. Well. Guess we're swimming. Have they released any good characters yet? They released many. There's one currently in rotation that I very much want to get my hands on. All over. It is a dude who has fist weapons. And I think he's technically a mage, but he just punches the element into people. So that's pretty cool.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine.
Also
Your
because he's so
funeral.
handsome and has beautiful enchanting eyes again.
I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Platonically.
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
Alright, you see, now I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. So we just have a face planted in the box. That's how I like to spend my weekends too, Brand, don't you worry.
Feeling lucky today?
So I haven't actually upgraded Xylonin yet, Xylonin. I just use her for transportation, so she is kind of dead weight on our team when it comes to combat. Oh, just trying to do that. You want your sub back? You can't even sub.
Academia scum! Boss, finally!
But I would love a sub right now.
Did you use
as
it?
in a sandwich.
Great! Now we can...
Subway, eat fresh.
Boss?
Hello, friend. Have you been messing around with delusions?
Boss!
Kick his ass! Kill him!
What happened to him?
Make him a smear on the dogs.
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Dude just got fucked.
Target acquired. Arrest him.
God damn. It's okay, Raiden comes back in rotation fairly often.
Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
Well, now hold on, who's the cutie with an axe?
World, forget me.
What in Teyvat just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It's like their
It
god was
looks
trying to
like he
possess
used
him.
the divine knowledge capsule.
You mean the divine knowledge capsule did that to him?
Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This divine knowledge capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
And some Lovecraftian shit right there. Good old Lovecraft. Very tolerant dude. That's exactly what I heard before at
If the
Irminsul.
mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the divine knowledge capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we can go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How
Just
about
found
you
that
two?
emote and you love it? It is a great emote.
Almost the day
I
of
have
the
to agree.
Sinceros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
You have a point. Let's return to Sumeru City. See, they're always a continuation of each other. It is never actually options that you can choose between.
Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
Hell yeah! Oh boy, that is a long ways to go. No, I don't know how to. Open map. Open sesame. There we go. There we go. We're on our way to the land of adventure and fantasticness.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there last time.
Will that be in here? I guess so.
There she is! Dunyarzad, we're back!
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Looks like we made it back in time.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on Lesser Lord Kusanali. Instead, we were only left with more questions.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure. If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's all right, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
The one 1,000 roses brings. Ready? Go to Dunyarzad's arranged accommodation. Why can I not get past this door?
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Sorry for the trouble, Dunyarzad.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia is still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah, it'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
I'll keep you company tomorrow. And tonight if you'd like.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Do you remember when Google Glass was a thing?
Started to really look forward to the Sub-Zero Festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food?
It was basically like an Alexa you wear on your face.
Gonna keep Paimon up all night.
It's that.
The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler.
They have their Google glasses on.
Did we oversleep? We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Oh, you. Yeah. Yeah. Behold, the internet. I guess it's below us. Ooh. What up? Sorry to drop in.
Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today.
Your body is also why I had troubles falling asleep last night.
Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They pay for everything out of pocket? Oh,
I like how bouncy my hair is.
Just for the Mora.
And bouncy other aspects.
They all said
But
that
mostly
contributing
bouncy
to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that one.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haft Mewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. So, what's the Haft Mewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another Sub-Zero's festival tradition. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods. Generally speaking, the most common selections were foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsetias, Kapalatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumero uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon, then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak? Oh, Traveler, we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
Alright, we're on our way. We're going to Natlan. She has convinced
I
me.
hope your wish comes true one day, Paimon.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So, how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is
I like that my
precisely
character
what we
just
need.
nods. He's like,
After
yeah,
the
that's
transmutation
dumb.
fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
For some reason, I don't buy it.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Alright, I guess I can give it a go. We need our lapgrass for Luke. Take one of these. And one of these.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
Paimon wants to take a look too! Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
God damn it,
really
you have
looking
one
it up in a
job.
book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not
That's
even
some
trying to
bullshit.
hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zerus festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus will be just as impressive.
Attention! Soldiers!
I like
Fall
his
into
mustache.
formation if you want any Yalda candies.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, it's Dunyarzad!
Wow!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sub-Zerus festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Night of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sub-Zerus festival. All right, little soldiers. Take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sub-Zerus festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one? Don't these boxes all look the same?
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia,
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
and there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Onikabuto is a little spicier than lizard tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
I doubt I'll be able to get the exact flavor you want. Don't blame me if I choose the wrong one.
It's all right. Paimon believes in you.
I also believe in your intuition.
Why am I feeding my emergency food?
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
2. It's definitely number 2.
Attention! That's unfortunately hara fruit.
Oh, Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Night of Flowers, not Night of Candies.
Paimon really
Night of
moved
candies,
to the
nuts
carriageless
fit in your
Night of
mouth.
flowers.
Let's go, Paimon.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Sure thing.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sub-Zero's festival.
How embarrassing.
Alrighty.
Bring it!
Bring it. This game is a little too peaceful. I want to murder shit. When do we get to murder shit?
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute.
Did they name one of the
Boss,
baddies?
Isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Are we the baddies?
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Oh,
Who
fuck
are
you,
you?
got them.
I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Homayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
We'll be fine.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Hit him with a 5-finger sphincter punch.
Traveler, take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
We can't guarantee anyone's safety here. Dia's top priority is her employer's safety.
You're right. All right, fine.
I like how
Please
they
be
have an
careful,
opportunity
Dia.
for us to fight, and then they're like, nah.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Oh. Why do I have a time limit? Very generous time limit. Well, We killed her.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
She's protecting you because she agrees with you. Don't worry, she's tough.
Yeah, don't worry.
I think she's a 5-star. So you know.
My lady, Traveler, found ya.
What up?
Yeah, you took care of them so fast.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
No, I just checked. He lied.
Your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on Mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry. I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Leave it to me.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Alrighty, let's go, team. Come on, vámonos. Everybody, let's go.
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
There's expression just now when she mentioned your condition. Just how serious is your illness?
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. ...
Very unnecessary dialogue choice.
Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people, To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Yes, I will remember you.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget—
Shut the fuck up, Paimon.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're the one who has remained resolute in the face of your illness. Already so strong for never giving up.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Right.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
Huh? Almost time for what?
Isn't the Dance of Sub-Zeros about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most. Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zeros festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also—
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still
Alrighty. Let's hope she doesn't croak before the end of the performance.
Bring it!
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Oh, nice. It's a strip routine.
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it—
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event. If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zeros Festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
If we force the hand too much, the situation may get ugly.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason? Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the Goddess of Flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zeros Festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now?
The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilou, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
Smashing.
Paimon can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Is there anything else we can do? Should we try to think of another way?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Bunch of nerds ruined everything as usual.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilou and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
This may be a regret that can never be resolved.
Yeah.
Beep.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
We're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed!
Don't blame
We should go
me,
meet
you little
Dunyarzad
fucking
right away!
emergency food. Go to the place. There she is.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did
Wait,
you not get enough
Did
sleep?
you just repeat the day?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go?
Sure!
Alright, so we have a Groundhog Day situation going on.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
I'm trying to somewhat match her speed.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people...
They're all planned! Actually, what?
It's one of the Sub-Zero's festival's
We've been
traditions.
through all this.
People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
It feels really familiar.
Appear to be in the form...
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some...
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Signifies
Is he
illusion.
really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means... But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Deja vu. I've just been in this time before. Higher on the street.
Understood. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
So we're just doing this over again. Where are we going? Candyman. Night of candies.
All right, soldiers. Now that you...
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Alright, it was box 4, right?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, do you want some Yal...
What's to pick? Ooh!
And there's
So
also
this is why they
Lizard
let me
Tail
actually pick a
and
box.
Oni...
What? Traveler, help Paimon!
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5.
Definitely number 4.
Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Not just now. I don't think that was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4.
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I keep having this sense of deja vu? I've just been in this time before, higher on the street.
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I'm sorry, Dunyazad, but I need to leave for a moment.
Oh, sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
I need a very, very strong drink. If I have to go through today again, I might as well forget it.
A feeling of deja vu?
Just been in it.
Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on. In that case, Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us, isn't it? So why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I want to do something I normally never would. I want to see if I can get rid of this deja vu.
So that's
been with this
it.
time
You're
before.
intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
All I knew, and the place is a mystery.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One charcoal-baked Agelanok cake, please.
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Charcoal-baked Angelina cake? Isn't it that burned thing that didn't look tasty at all? Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this. That thing? Are you really gonna eat it?
Yes.
Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here goes.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tasted really good.
Then, you mean...
This flavor. I've definitely eaten this before.
That's impossible! We were just talking about how gross it looked! So, Would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
I couldn't get rid of it after all. Looks like I've tried this before.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we aren't regulars. How about we go out again and try something else?
So this isn't the cycle immediately following the one we just did. We've gone through several cycles between cutscenes. Interesting. And the only way to escape is by killing Paimon. That is my true belief. Burb.
Hey, Dinyarzad is sitting by herself on that bench over there. What a coincidence, Dinyarzad. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew, that's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much!
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
I'm so sorry for leaving you behind earlier.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
I just experienced a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin.
No, it ain't. A bunch of fucking nerds gonna show up and crash the party. Goddamn nerds. Here's a fucking geezer dweeb.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyagarbaha Day that prohibits public art
Understood. I will
The Sub-Zero's fest.
What a treat for me. I gotta watch her heart break twice.
Nilou?
Oh, Junior's up. It's okay.
But you've been really looking...
It truly is unfortunate.
True, but...
The next festival.
Wait.
No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
It's a real shame. For some reason, I felt like this outcome was inevitable.
should...
It's come to an unfortunately abrupt end.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that... Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I'm feeling pretty groggy. I hadn't thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of jnana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor for variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
It's Groundhog Day.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
I feel you on that, Paimon.
Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Dunyarzad, where are you hiding? You know, I do the same thing every time. I run up here instead of going down. Then I jump over the edge.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
What a strong sense of deja vu. I've just been in this time before.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the
Box
children...
number 4.
Oh, are you interested in Yald... It's not that simple. Each box contains a random... And there's also lizard... No problem. These boxes of candy
Maybe
are
I should try to
numbered
get
1
one
to
of the
5
shitty
from
ones.
left to right. Which one do you want?
Oh, no, I can't try to choose one of the shitty ones. Number 4.
Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed
Paimon knew he always had incredible luck!
Number 2 is hard.
Paimon's not really interested in the...
Wait. How did you know?
What? He was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers?
Since I arrived here, what do you mean? I'm the only one who can use elemental power without a vision.
Hey, where are you going? What's going on? Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyar's...
Hey, it's the evil little god. Hi, evil little god. Most of the power of photography and Google on her side.
Bring it!
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Familiar figure. Overwhelming sense of deja vu. I've just been in this time before. Oh. The quantum child.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
What? She was still with us a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you?
Alert.
I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's use it together, Paimon.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do. What the?
Memories. So many days worth of memories.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only... Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
What's wrong with the Dunyazad over there?
A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
What I need to do right now is break out of this cycle.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
No, you introduced yourself before.
Good, you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You,
Me and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface-level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness.
She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival.
If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall.
You sure love to use weird analogies.
Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
That Paimon is emergency food. When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries once interpreted. You may submit that text as a conclusion. An abnormal mental fatigue.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content."
Well, that one sounds like it could be it, actually.
That doesn't sound right.
Really?
I need to carefully think.
But we're celebrating to our heart's content. We get it over and over and over again.
We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of...
I guess it's just telling us to do this one.
I can't... That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within... The moon, illusions. What's happening right now seems to have happened before. We've already experienced...
A time loop. You've given similar...
Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just...
A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints.
Dunyarzad!
The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
What in the Hogwarts legacy is going on here?
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. And to do that, we need to figure... Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again.
It was not time, but a memory loop? Maybe we have to remove our Google glasses? Because they're fucking with our mind?
Hey there!
Hey, it's you guys again.
She...
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday. Huh? What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yes...
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
Remember what he said just now. No one dreams in Sumeru.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation, but I'm not sure if it's related to your divination.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's
Help you better understand it?
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
We're all trapped in the day of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Paimon knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination. The moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on. Can you read any more into it?
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just fortune-telling. It's no good for practical problems. We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Knight of Candy's Nuts. Now we're gonna talk to
Emma
Dea.
remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real Dunjazad.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously. At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers.
Hi, Dea. You get a little scratch on your arm because you sold your sword?
Fine, my lady.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler. You came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous gang
of kidnappers had just ambushed you.
Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway.
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
We need to say something convincing.
There's Claymore.
Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon.
Tell her, Traveler!
You got injured because you weren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that. Including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
All right, so this is the situation.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
Haven't you noticed something off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Come with me. I'll show you some evidence.
All right, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Alright, let's go take her to her dying friend. Look what you missed out on. I don't actually know where we're going. Why did I go up here? Ooh. Somewhere up here? There we go. Hello, small child.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you
Huh?
I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
You can see her?
Wow, how perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
You begin discussing this, you will
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis.
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
What's up?
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Noted. Most information in the Akasha comes from Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru do not dream.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't... What's happening right now seems to have happened before. people in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon.
They don't dream and I have mental fatigue. So my memories are being collected somewhere. Whenever I try to sleep at night.
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
I guess this one.
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how would it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
It's worth a shot. Though somehow, I don't think it'll be that easy.
Yeah,
Simple.
I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Everyone removes their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something else.
Huh? What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there's always the sound of a beep.
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in Port Ormos.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway.
That beep.
Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
And at the end of last night,
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
we've been implanted with another form of the terminals. So they'll let us sever our connections with them.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
You're the cause of the illusion.
Moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right. Oh, Dia didn't get hurt.
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword?
Shh! How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle, did anything feel strange?
Anything
So
strange?
she's starting to remember
You already
too.
know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our Akasha terminals? This has never happened before.
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
Is it possible that we have already broken free?
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
We'll know for sure at the end of the day.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Yes.
Forget it. Go and do your thing.
Oh, she's not reading this one aloud? Phew, it's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same.
Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
What analogy is that?
Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a dook. That's why I
What?
suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
Yes.
It's so strange and so against lost for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
We're going to go get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
We're still in the same day.
As expected, it's not as simple as we thought.
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast.
What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it?
Nahida's talking about confusing stuff again.
Nikita, just flush that anxiety.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
Time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Today's fighting skills have been improving.
Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical condition should also reset.
So, what's your new hypothesis?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory, and Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. The beep is a prompt... Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the man... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival. The moon... illusions...
Memories are deleted every day.
If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive the same day again and again.
We aren't in a time loop. Instead, our memories are being erased at the end of each day.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories. That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense.
A brilliant deduction.
Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong.
To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows.
That isn't simple at all!
Still the wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new.
Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Alright, did you take care of the bandits? The bandits are coming. Now at least I'm finally learning my way around town. You should go sit on that bench.
There
Gotta
you
talk
are.
to Dea.
Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
We don't actually need to explain everything. Let's just get straight to the point.
Oh, that works.
You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because we've lived here the same day many times, and our memories of the day are erased every night.
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Also, yes.
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
I like her nails.
And I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I thought about that too. But if the sages were behind this, they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
Oh. I guess it's around the corner. My bad. Thought it was inside.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible?
Oh, thanks for the follow.
What if they
Hope you're
use
doing
some
well
fancy
today.
machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an
Really?
artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
That makes sense. It seems we'll have to abandon this theory.
Whew, I hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
Maybe we're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we new ideas right now?
Let me think. I suddenly realize that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come? We've never thought about leaving the city.
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
It is really strange. We should have thought of this a long time ago.
How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
I guess she... Nahida, how you doing? How's our patient today?
Nahida, we're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
What will happen if we try to leave the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is the key.
Something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
And there's the ominous key. Memories erased.
Our memories are back!
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
What do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message from who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
This is my own voice.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Okay, let's go!
Oh, I haven't activated this yet.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
In hopes the Academia wouldn't share their plans with a pawn. The Academia doesn't trust you at all.
Angering
I'll
me
actually
won't
be
get
right
you
back.
anywhere.
Sorry, everyone. Give me
If
a
I
moment.
had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Sorry about that, I am back. I had to go get my cat. She is now just chilling beside me. Come on, stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories. We need someone to stay and witness events from this side.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
Don't worry, Paimon. If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay.
And please, be careful.
I didn't actually know Paimon could be separated from us. He seemed magically attached.
Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Traveler!
What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again. You just disappeared. Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back. You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care. Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay. Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day.
I don't remember doing any of this. Still, sorry, Paimon. Paimon. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You sure that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything.
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They're also erasing the memories of those who leave.
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
If our memories will be erased, can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
And Nahida just vanished, never to be seen again. Hey, we didn't get the beep.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
I made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow, Paimon.
Okay. See you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the city.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zeru's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you set foot outside of the walls. But everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now! Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
That was this space.
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic? My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
The secret, huh? This has gone on so much longer than I expected. Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey, where are you going?
Alrighty. How much longer does this quest line go on? I am so confused right now. I guess we're going to the bench where What's-Her-Face rests every day after the attack. We got stuck on them all. That's okay.
Do you want some alone time to think? All right then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Oh,
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
It's that time already.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
We have to go kill the sage. Murder him in cold blood.
Bring it!
Do. Yeah, how goes?
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
That's great, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest, except these have no sign of human presence. People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream, Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People
There
in
we go.
Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now.
Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
The Akasha is a manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace.
It compiles the wisdom of the entire...
And it grants knowledge to the
And it
people.
grants knowledge to the people. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis...
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The Akasha's sound.
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we remove...
The appearance and disappearance of spaces.
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes.
The appearance and disappearance of dreams.
Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep...
What is it supposed to be related to? Literally the last option. There we go. Just button spamming. Mass production of dreams.
The Grand Sage said, "Go celebrate." My mind feels exhausted. We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many times.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerus festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
God of Wisdom.
They say that alchemical divination... Now that I think about it, wasn't illusions hinting at the same...
So you noticed.
You're Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you was all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you. This doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why can't you simply tell us the truth?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. That's why I could only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
The sage is mad at keep you from noticing this. About the side effects of mass-produced dreams. Why is the dream about... I don't have any more questions. Let's just go. We've
Deceiving
been
the
here so
people of
long.
Sumeru with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival, Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of...
I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow.
Alright, let's get to tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where is Dunersad? She couldn't have.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
She did.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
We were so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still
meant a lot to her. You are a kind Archon.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zero's festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind. And the server really will bring you gold and more. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the host, then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Wasn't the whole reason she couldn't tell us it was a dream is because that would be damaging?
It'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
See, even Paimon knows.
It's
She's just being a
extremely
hypocrite.
difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the Traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Oh boy, you just see one of my dreams. They're fucking
I'm still a
horrifying.
little upset that we've come this far, only for Dunyarzad to...
I wouldn't mind an eternal festival instead.
She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely because they have to be aware. Like the sages have to be aware. On the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange getup, maybe Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions.
Alrighty. How much more of this quest line is left? I just want to escape the dream, man. When you're trapped in a quest like this, you can't play online.
Bring it!
Oh. I need to stop doing that. I'm getting deja vu.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
You're in
Is
a dream,
everything
wake
okay?
up or I'll slap the shit out of you.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain.
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Don't we all, brother?
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
Don't worry, she'll never live to hear it.
I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person.
That was
Back on
pretty
you go.
Fucky.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
I mean, I would have assumed they would make it a child. Because they have the least awareness.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, traveler!
I need to blow off some steam, Paimon. Leave me alone. We'll switch to Luke, because he is my hardest hitter.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Dunyarzad and leave. Leave these guys to me.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
Yeah, the homies pay me. You're wasting your breath.
You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your... Anyway, watch yourself.
Yay, we finally get to kill things.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself.
That's close enough. Feeling lucky today.
Goodbye. They live it.
You're mine. No more tricks up your sleeve.
Where is the last one? Is he on the roof? Oops.
You won this one. That's
Oh,
close
hey,
enough.
Looks like your health is back. Good to see you.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. That's close enough.
Oh, more of them spawned up. Bonk. Oh, that. God, I am weak. Look how little damage I do. I really need to power up my characters, I guess.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
Fine.
You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Yes, I do remember that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Should we check out what that item is?
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times?
Let's just go.
The windows are unlocked. Okay. Paimon's...
I went into the room and returned a while later carrying something.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Oh boy. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanoli, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. Sorry, I don't know why my throat's closing up right now. It's not letting me talk. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope this will be of use to you in your search for her. Yandaraville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water's source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanoli at work. And this sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanoli appear in Grandaraville then? After Mama passed away, I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. That is horrifying. The next lady told me that the Lesser Lord Kusanoli must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zero festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanoli. She was very tall, okay, nope, and had the most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That was probably just a tree, right? These folk records, appended with Dunyarzad's references and opinions, leave every page densely packed.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Dunyarzad.
Hey! Where are you off to now?
Alrighty. Next up. Talk to the puppet Dunyazad. She's just chilling on her bench as usual. Oh no, she's waiting here.
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Yes. I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time.
We sure have, my mom.
Even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
I want to break free.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Milu's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dunyazad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets. Let's go, Paimon.
What? Where are we going this time?
We're gonna show her the dance. We're gonna beat the shit out of that sage. Where am I going? I have somehow forgotten how to navigate the town after we've been through here 50 times. I'm out of stamina. No.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you...
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the Academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Punch him in the face.
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
Just like I thought. They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitutes.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment. What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, Did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away?
Yeah. What's going on here?
So it's her dream.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage's entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple body Saras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we
You
make
just said it
Nilu
in front of
realize
her.
that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
How did you come to that conclusion with Paimon shouting it in front of you?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
No, I was looking at memes. I mean, I'm super invested in the story. What's going on? What's up? Now that Nilu is aware of it, the stream should be over soon.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sabzeruz festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sabzeruz as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting a long time for this. Please dance your heart out.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sabzeruz.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Oh, mic was muted, sorry. Good morning, Paimon. My head hurts.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember now.
Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the dance. No Sub-Zero. I think I saw... Look, let's go see Dunyarzad.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual spot.
Huh? What usual?
Where she waits for us every day at the start of the festival, Paimon. You've been through it literally hundreds of times now, you should know. The bench she sits on when she's tired. Oh, I know, we're going here. Apparently I was wrong. Oops.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't...
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Boo! She's alive. Shit, sorry. Boo! Games need to learn to let go of their fucking characters. If they die, they die. Let it be sad. Boo! What a disappointing ending.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Alright, to the bench we go. The Grand Bazaar. We are finally out. We have escaped. Hello there.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
A very ass-pull ending.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
No one has realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the Sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The Sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped. With their propaganda in place, the Sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why it... Anyway, the perspective advocated by the Sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too... Got it! I hope my answers were satisfactory. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh,
Sleep well.
And you don't need to worry too much about the Sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's Samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Well, happy birthday.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
You're possessed by a god.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
So the Catherines are robots? That's interesting. I wonder if we're gonna get more lore on that. Like if it's just a running joke, or if it'll have plot relevance at some point.
City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her.
Alright, that is all the time we have for today's stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. Hope each and every one of you has a fantastic... Shut the fuck up, Paimon. I hope each and every one of you has a fantastic day. Please make good choices, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.